I thought we would try a little walk and talk. I'm here with my sister Lana. And most of you know, if you follow my channel here, Scientology Life After a Cult, you know I grew up in Scientology with my sister Lana. And we thought while we were going for a little walk with Odin here, as you can see, thought we talk a little bit about what it actually is like to grow up in Scientology or grow up in a cult from our perspective. And oh, goodness. I'll tell you what, we were also thinking about things like that we can do now that we couldn't do in Scientology growing up as kids or even as adults. And a big one of those is doing what we're doing now, right?
Yeah.
Which is just taking a walk with the dog. Like when we were in the Sea Org, one, we didn't have a dog. Very few. I've heard of like one person and once in a while who had a dog in the Sea Org. But we wouldn't be able to do this. So we hiked over to we're actually going to head to one of the parks that Odin likes to go to, that I like to go to. Can somebody put something in the chat? Because I'm always like, do I have to pull it up? Oh, there we go. Chat. There we go. All right, so we thought we'd talk a little bit about what it's like growing up in Scientology and things we couldn't do, like what we get to do now. And you get to see Odin at the same time. Hey, Nancy, thanks for being here. Rem Arts, so glad to have you here. Just waiting for Odin to do his business. We are headed to the park. But like I was saying earlier, that's one thing in that I was talking to Lon about earlier. Like, if we were still in the Sea Org, what would we be doing today?
We would be working our butts off and not having any part of a beautiful sunny day.
That's right. No, that is very much true. Yep, Odin is great. Can have a shout out watching from the Philippines.
Wow.
I only know how to say things that I think are inappropriate in Filipino because, I grew up in Hawaii and so many of my friends were Filipino. I do remember the food though. Lumpia. What is that egg that they eat, Lana?
No.
Or is that the lumpia? I remember there was this egg. Anyways, I digress, but yeah, Lana and I are out. We're doing a sister sleepover, trying to get stuff done for Tony's celebration of life on Sunday. And thought we'd get out and chat with you guys. No, I can see the chat. I can see the chat now, Nancy, but I don't see everything. Oh, you have a miniature schnauzer. Wow. That's cool. Yeah, Odin is a giant. And he's on a mission, as you can see. So Lon and I were talking about like our days back in the Sea Org and what we would be doing now on a Thursday. And here in Minnesota, at the time of this live, it is about almost 1:15 on Thursday. And Thursday in Scientology is a super stressful day because the week in Scientology goes from Thursday 2 o'clock to Thursday 2 o'clock. Hey, Terry. And you have to turn all your stats in. So right now, here in the Twin Cities or wherever it's almost 2 o'clock, Scientologist staff members are running around like crazy trying to increase their statistics so as not to get in trouble. It looks like Odin's getting ready to do some of his business. So while he does that, I will step into the shade and try to read these comments. Let's see. When I went to Hawaii, I noticed eggs and potato salad served with most foods. Is there any particular reason why? Okay, it's macaroni salad, not so much potato salad. Macaroni salad is just one of the staples in Hawaii with local food and plate lunches. You basically have a protein source, like maybe some teriyaki chicken, something like that, but then you have rice, white rice, and macaroni salad. The more mayonnaise, the better. I don't know why it is that way, but it is. And it's one of my favorite things about going back is having the food. But I'm glad you went. What island did you go to? All right. Hold on, I'm gonna catch up here. I'm glad you're loving the walk. Me too. We're just like we're getting out. I've got somebody here from the Philippines. Oh, I'm like, what are you doing? Lana just stuck her hand in my pocket. I thought she was robbing me, but apparently it was just for the poop bag that I was carrying. Come on, Odin. What's the weather like? It looks so nice. I live in the fiery pits of hell in Vegas. Oh, it's like 80 something, I think, right now, right? So it is nice. It is hot out. Let's see. Can you tell my glasses are I got my bifocals. These are prescription sunglasses. So I gotta go like this so I can see. Oh my gosh, a healthy salad sounds really good right now. I can't remember the last time I had vegetables. Where? Lunch? Oh, we should. Yeah, let's do it. Lana and I are going to lunch on a Thursday close to 2 o'clock, something we could not have done when we were in the Sea Org. Let's see. Is Odin all ready? Okay, good. We are back on the move, heading to this park. Yeah, I think we will go grab lunch. There's a whole bunch of stuff, like I said, we have to do for the celebration. I was supposed to do a bunch of stuff yesterday, but I'll be honest, I was a hot mess yesterday. I finished the live stream and everything went downhill. I spent the entire day, it felt like crying on and off and just moving through grief. Because when it comes is when I'm just trying to like let it come and move through it. Just really, it's that was a rough day. That was probably one of the roughest days. And I think it's because it was a month ago yesterday that Tony died. And then, like, the boards for the celebration arrived, and they look really good, but still, it was just it all makes it so much more real every step. I'm gonna try to catch up on the chat. It is hard to see, though, because it's so sunny. Hold on. While Odin does some sniffing, I'm gonna step into the shade. Yeah, Vegas is way too hot. Oh, Vanessa, that's great. 21 years ago, you got out, right? Doesn't the Thursday before 2 still, like, as we would have called it in Scientology, it's engramic. There's just so much stress. It took me a long time. It took me years after Scientology to not recognize Thursday as what we recognized it for in Scientology, and I'm glad. Alright, Imma flip you around because 'cause we're almost to the park. Let's see. Oh, you went to Oahu, Maui, and the Big Island? That's awesome. We're headed to the Big Island. We're gonna see some family too while we're there. Hey, Acupunk, thank you for being here. Melissa says, "Hey, Natalie, been out of the loop. No electric here in Houston where I live after a storm. Glad I caught this live." Oh, I just hate losing power during a storm, and I know you guys got some pretty big ones out there as well. Um, Thank you, Misfit. That's very kind. Hello, Save Dish. Amy, you're right. Giving myself grace about the milestones. That's something I'm great at, need to remember. I bet it's super hot in Texas. Hey, Cece. Hey, Donna. The other day it was 117 in Lake Havasu in Arizona. Oh gosh, that's horrible. I already have the air on. I do not like to be hot or cold. Did you see the funny joke they told about Scientology on RuPaul's Drag Race All Stars? I did see one, unless it was just in the last couple of days. I did see an earlier one. Hey, irrelevant panda. It's not punishing heat. It's in the mid 80s right now. It's actually quite nice. If you're dressed for cool weather, which Lana and I are, and we're of course wearing the same outfit, but different colors. So we're hoping nobody notices.
I think we're twins.
Yeah, exactly. They think we're adult twins trying to dress alike. I didn't even think of that. People do get us confused. If you want a cold summer, move to Norway. I bet. Too bad it's so far, because honestly, I like, of course, these nice days, but I don't like the heat so much. I love, Hawaii, there's a breeze, but even going back home, I like going up to Waimea where it's a little cooler. Maybe it's just as I get older, I just seek to be so much more comfortable. And I think part of that, honestly, has more to do not so much with my age, but I spent so much of my life uncomfortable that I decided if I have control over that, why would I put myself in a place or a situation that was physically uncomfortable? Too hot, too cold, if I can avoid it. Oh, it is gorgeous out though. Odin is having a fantastic time. Lana's doing such a good job with her dog walking. She's like an animal whisperer. All right, let me go in the shade. Um, Donna, you're so right. I, it is difficult times, but there's so many beautiful things about it too. Yeah, humidity too. I am not about that life. Not about that life at all. Okay. All right. Well, we're not going to stay on here for long because it is. We're going to head back. Whoops. Odin just ran me down. This is so. Nobody's ever here too. Although somebody left their glasses, it looks like. In Texas, it's super hot. Yeah, we didn't mean to have the matching outfits. But we do end up owning a lot of the same clothes. Because, well, we see each other wearing something. We'll just sit down for a moment. We see each other wearing something and decide that we just have to have it. Yeah, it's really nice. That's why I like coming over this way because they've got nicer parks over here. Look at that. Even Odin needs a little bit of a rest. So we are going to work on. We just had some. Lana got some lays for the celebration for family, and we need to get those individually bagged and into the refrigerator and do some other stuff to get ready for Sunday. We've got friends and family starting to arrive tomorrow. Ugh, bugs. So lots to do there too. The humidity is not bad at all. It is not, right? Wouldn't you say? I don't even know what it is. Yeah. Lana's going to check the humidity now. Oh my God. Chick-fil-A's frozen lemonade. That sounds amazing. I've never had it. Thank you, Donna. Yeah, acupuncture. I don't know how you guys do it in Texas. 88% of humidity. It doesn't feel that humid. No, it's nice. There's a breeze. Yeah, it's just in a couple of days, Donna. We'll let Odin have a little rest before we hike back. Let's be real, it's mostly for me. Me and Lana. we,
Hot.
yeah, we like the rest. Yeah, Carlos, he's a giant schnauzer. He's almost 8. The Norma, the celebration of life is 2 to 5. Oh yeah, I love an adult onesie. It just has to be easy to get on and off to use the bathroom because that's the worst thing. You could have a cute one, but if you it's hard to get on and off for the bathroom. No, I'm not about that life. Oh, Carlos, you had a giant schnauzer? I don't meet too many people who have or had a giant schnauzer. That is so cool. And a mini together. Wow. Ah, Bizzle's mom, that's really sweet. That's very thoughtful. Thank you. Odin's pretty good. When he knows it's a person that's my people, he's fabulous. But yeah, you don't want to be approaching if I mean, like when we see people out on walks like that, he's great, but he'll know that I know the people coming in and out of my house and because it's family and close friends. And he's actually already met everybody but one person. So I'm sure he'll be fine. They are Carlos, I do believe giant schnauzers, most of them are black, but I've seen gray ones too. Jean Pierre, what are the main things Scientology upholds? You got to be a little bit more specific there. Do you mean like what they believe? Cinderella, we found these things on Amazon. I think I bought one in multiple colors just because it's so easy for summer. And for whatever reason, I'm not a fan of. I don't like to wear shorts, so I like a dress or pants. Kelly Copter, aloha, my friend. I've been trying to talk Kelly into coming out here so we can go road tripping. There is not a water fountain at this park, but we're not too far from my house. We're just taking a little break before we head back. Gosh, it is nice. I should, I don't, one thing I don't do enough of when we walk is actually stopping and sitting outside. It's kind of nice. But anyways, Kelly Copter, I'm trying to talk her into coming to Minnesota and we can go do a little road trip, have some fun. I'm like 12, 14 hours from Mount Rushmore. You could go see that. Erica, what did you see about Battlefield Earth? Kelly says, I want to do it. It would be so fun. So, Kelly, start thinking about dates and we'll figure out the rest. Um, Maybe even fall, unless you need to wait to next year, but let's chat about it. Yeah, Donna, I totally want to do a road trip. I thought it would be fun. We could get to the Black Hills in like just a couple of days. Debbie, thank you. Treat fun for Odin. I have to buy him all new toys, I think. He's not digging his toys that he always loved. I don't know why. Well, I know why, but I don't know if he'll come back around about it, and be okay with those toys again, or if it just smells. I don't know. I don't know what he thinks it smells like because they're his toys. It wouldn't smell too much like Tony, and you think he'd like that, except for Tony was on chemo in the end, and I've been told dogs can smell that. Robin, that's a great idea. I'll throw them in the washing machine. Oh, Kelly, I will. I'll check my email. Yes, Donna. Kelly needs to come and purify herself in the waters of Lake Minnetonka. Absolutely. Yeah, he is a sweet boy. He really is. Him and I have been figuring it out, right, Odin? Mhm. Oop, there's another dog. Well, while he's up, we may as well walk back. Hey, Scientology up north. I'm glad you love Odin. We have been enjoying doing recaps of your videos, and I love that you visited Scientology in Finland and people got to see, oh, there's a water fountain. I wonder if they have a spot for dogs. No, they do not. Anyways, been loving that. It was really interesting to see Finland. Lana, did you know there's a volleyball court over here? How bougie is that? And fabulous at the same time. Nobody ever uses it. I'm going to bring my family over here. This is not my neighborhood. I know. I didn't notice it until yesterday. I walked by this thing. I guess that's a good sign that I'm starting to notice things. Ah. Oh, it's good to be a Prince fan. Odin does not bark at squirrels. Oh, he actually, it's mainly people going by the house. I mean, he's a giant schnauzer. They are protective, but he knows the difference between. There was only one time when he perceived somebody as a danger, and he was right about it. Um, it was just a shady character, and let's just say that shady character didn't get anywhere close. But he's super friendly otherwise. He loves people. Yeah, I've seen Purple Rain. Girl, I grew up in the 80s. Lana and I are all about that Purple Rain life, right, Lana? Little Red Corvette, Darling Nikki, all of it. Steph, you didn't miss a lot. Mostly we're just kind of rambling and talking about whatever kind of pops up. We're going to talk a little bit about, growing up in a cult and just how much we enjoy doing the things that we wouldn't be able to do even right now if we were still in the Sea Org. We definitely would be not be out for a walk right before Thursday at 2 o'clock. Minnesota summer looks like a lot of Finnish summer. Oh, it is kind of hot though. It's like 85, 86. All right, Kelly, I'll catch up with you later. Lana, RSM says hello.
RSM?
Yeah. Oh, that is a great idea, me and Taz. Hide them and then bring a little bit out at a time. See, I wouldn't have done that. I would have just thrown, here's 10 toys. Enjoy. I would not have thought about that. Oh, just getting a text from the vet. Odin's meds are ready. I'm going to go pick that up. Um, oh, yeah, Donna. Kelly will totally, depending on the time of year she comes, which if we want to do a road trip, needs to not be in the middle of winter. Just driving your four-wheeler and trailer through the neighborhood. Kelly, you have to watch it as your homework. You got to watch Purple Rain. Yeah, I'll still buy them new ones. Get ahead here. You guys are funny about the movie. Yeah, Odin is awesome. He's very big, very huggable, but he has been crying a lot. And that's what trying to figure out. I mean, I've been walking. Lana stayed over and he was still crying, just trying to give him more attention because I think he wants a lot more than I just have available. I'm mostly just trying to get myself through each day and figure out his needs. He's from birth. Yeah, dogs are amazing. They're amazing in their instincts. It is gorgeous out. Yeah, I can prove to my family and friends I do get outside. Odin forces me outside. Nona Donna, maybe, I don't know. He does sometimes, does this weird thing where starts barking at the ceiling. Oh, I will say this though. Yeah, doggy daycare, that could be an idea. I mean, I'm with him all day, but I think he could use more companionship like that. Yeah, Tony picked his name and him. He had met somebody with a giant schnauzer and just fell in love. Okay, I have to tell you guys something funny and embarrassing at the same time. All right, are you here for it? So, yesterday, this is how I'm learning because I had heard this and I think I even read it in one of my books. You don't make any major decisions when you're grieving. I think they need to add to that list. Don't try to groom your dog when you're grieving because I somehow got in my head that if I could distract myself, because we had this, it's like a Floby, but for dogs. And Tony used it all the time on Odin. And I thought, well, it seems pretty easy. And I was, like I said, yesterday was really rough. It was like the 1 month anniversary of when he passed. I couldn't even believe it'd been a month. And I'm just bawling my eyes out and thought, you know what? Now would be a good time to try to groom Odin, which I've never done before. Well, let me show you what happened. Let's do it after he pees. Susan, I can't read and walk at the same time. That's why I have to stop and then kind of read the chat. Anyways, so in my grief induced trying to distract myself, I thought this would be a good idea. And can you see? It's horrible. That's his body before I went at it. And then I used the Floby thing and completely messed it up. Thankfully, I stopped and then I reached out to somebody for a referral for a groomer because Tony had done all his grooming. But I don't know how to cut his nails or any of that. And I just pleaded with the woman. I'm like, I know this is so last minute, but I just totally messed up my dog and I've got a house full of people coming and they're getting him in tomorrow. But it looks so bad. Yeah, acupuncture, his hair did look a bit rough. Yeah, so they need to add that to the list of things to not do when you're grieving. That is not the time to think that you can suddenly groom your animal. Because now he looks like he has some bizarre form of doggy alopecia. I mean, it's embarrassing. I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed to be the one to have to take him in tomorrow to the groomer, who's fabulous and helping me out. And I'm in such a bind. And I don't know how it is where you guys live, but getting in with a groomer is hard. Oops. No, he's just peeing. I need to journal. I hope to start it in Hawaii. But yeah, I think Odin has forgiven me for mutilating him like that. And I also have learned a valuable lesson, and I'm not going to do that anymore. It is just not in my wheelhouse. And now I have a groomer who, I mean, they're this woman, I couldn't believe it. They're getting me in and being really cool about it. And I'm sure she's not going to judge me, at least not to my face. Yeah, I've heard of mobile grooming, but I couldn't find one. Out where I am, anyways. Lana got her jumpsuit on Amazon. I'm wearing the exact same one, but in light blue. Yeah, he does think he has air conditioning in the back now. I'm gonna go with that because I feel so bad about it. I mean, it just looks so horrible. But like I said, he's a groomer. He's taking mercy on me and taking us on as a new client tomorrow. That's part of it too, is figuring out, they're like that's something that Tony always took care of, and he was good at it. I'm not, but we found somebody. No, I've not seen Nurse Hadley, but I need to check that out. I'm reading It's Okay to Not Be Okay, and well, listening to it on Audible. Plus, I have the book, and I have the book, and I'm listening to on Audible. It's what is it called? It's Healing from Grief Affirmations. Um, and I kind of go back and forth between the two, and I find it helpful just doing it on Audible. Uh, Mockingbird, it is anti-Scientology. My sister and I grew up in Scientology, and we started off early talking about how we would not be able to do some of the things we're doing right now. Thursday. Odin doesn't chase squirrels. I think because we have so many of them, he's really good with other animals. Yeah, it is hot. Hey, Cheryl. All right. Okay, so we are going to wrap it up. Thank you guys for joining us on a little walk. Maybe we'll try it again. It's hard when it's just me because I can't hold the phone, the dog, a cup of coffee, poop bags, but we'll see. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for